morning and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark McGregor and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2012 HSV Clubsport this morning. We'll start off at the front of the car. A few things to highlight. Right down below our headlights you can see we've got our daytime running lamps and then our fog lights directly below that. It does have the full body kit on it, being the Clubsport as well. And we've got our vents just in our bonnet also, which we'll chat about a little bit later. As we come around to the driver's side of the car, really impressive quality factory alloy wheels on this Clubsport. You do notice the distinctive red brake calipers, being a larger caliper, being a Clubsport as well. Our HSV badging down the bottom of our guard with our indicators in our guards as well. Colour-coded exterior mirrors and door handles, and then the distinctive Clubsport badging on our right-hand rear door. Also important to note, the right-hand rear wheel is in really good order as well. Not really any scuff marks on it, and plenty of tread on the tyres as well. As we move around to the rear of the car now, a few things to point out. We've got our factory spoiler being a clubby, our 317 badging, which we'll talk about shortly. Dual exhaust tips, is fitted with a tow bar as well, which does give us the ability to tow 1.6 tonne if required. And I quite like the distinctive clear tail lights as well. Once again, important to note the quality of the paintwork, virtually unmarked this car. As we move around to the passenger side, the consistency continues. If I want to be really particular, a couple of minor little scuffs on our left-hand rear alloy wheel, but the paintwork itself on this car, as you can see from the video, is impeccable. Minor couple of scratches also on our left-hand front alloy wheel, but the overall exterior condition of this particular car is outstanding. Being a HSV Clubsport limited edition motor car, so they all have individual build numbers, powered by a 6.2 litre LS3 8-cylinder motor. It's going to give us 317 kilowatts of power, 550 newton metres of torque, and deliver us 13.5 litres combined per 100 k's. So that's excellent fuel economy out of a power plant like this 6.2. Is also 6-speed manual, and as we mentioned earlier, one of the very early builds of this particular era, build number 22. Back around at the rear of the Clubsport now, simple matter of releasing our boot lid just by our key. Now we do have both factory keys for this car. The other one's sitting in my top drawer at the moment because I am actually using this as a drive car. In our boot area you've got the little cargo net here. We want to pop a little bit of shopping in there and we don't want it floating around in the boot. Also under our cover there, as you can see, factory black alloy spare wheel, and doesn't look like that's really been on the car. Oh, it has been on the car at some stage, but not much. Very good tread. You look at the condition of the boot area as well, and we have dropped the middle section of our second row seat down. Just in the event you need to store anything a little bit longer, you've got the flexibility there. So here we are inside the Clubsport now, and it presents really well. It's like it came out of the factory. Starting on our steering wheel, which is height and reach adjustable, so it is telescopic. We can adjust it to where we're comfortable and just lock it away, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got auto headlights in this car, so we'll turn themselves on automatically. Factory cruise control settings on our indicator stalk there. And then, as I mentioned, we'll set the steering wheel up where we're nice and comfortable. Simply push that lever back into place, locks it away. On our right-hand side of our steering wheel, we've got this little knob here, adjusts our volume on our stereo. It is also a button that to pick up and hang up on our Bluetooth as well. Does also support audio streaming this car. We've got our navigation button here just to the left, and then over on our left-hand side here, audio button and trip computer, and then our knob here just to change between tracks or stations. The trip computer feeds us all of the information, even giving us tyre pressures, etc., fuel consumption, distance to empty, and so on. So in the middle section here of our Clubsport, we'll just run through a lot of the options. Obviously up here it's just reading what amps our battery's charging at. We've got oil temperature and oil pressure as well. We've got factory GPS, as you can see by the map on the screen in front of us. Also we do have a factory reverse camera. Have a look at how clear that picture is behind us. So once again, all comes down to safety. Down below that, we've got all of our master controls for our stereo. You notice it is 25th anniversary also. Climate control dual zone air conditioning here at our fingertips. A little storage compartment there. You notice if I just pull the gear stick back, we've got traction control button there. As we mentioned earlier, 6-speed manual this car, and I've got to tell you, because I am driving this car at the moment, it is an extremely tight gearbox. Further on behind that, we've got a manual button to lock and unlock our doors, all of our controls for our exterior mirrors, and then our power window controls there. Our handbrake to our right hand side. When we disengage it, it just tucks nice and neatly out of our way. 2 cup holders behind that, and then a good storage area in here. You do also notice we've got our USB and auxiliary inputs there, and another 12-volt outlet as well. Our lock nut for our alloy wheels is in there as well, which we'll take inside after we've done this video. Now, just scanning around the interior, obviously the lift-in quality in the Clubsport in the seats, really good bolsters on the base of the seat and the back of the seat, and present in really good order. So do the door trims, even the carpets. We've got factory car mats in the front of the car. And the other thing to touch on is the fact that this car does have 6 airbags fitted. So it's got front, side and curtain airbags, which of course does help give it its 5-star ANCAP safety rating. And the only other thing we'll have a quick look at is the service books in the car. As we mentioned earlier, very good case. So serviced in country Victoria, and all the services pretty much all done at Holden as well. So the 10, the 20, and we've just carried out a current service on the car as well, which you'd only expect those couple of services to be in there because it is such low case. So in summary, one of the nicer examples you will see of a 2012 HSV Clubsport Series 3, powered by an LS3 6.2 litre V8 motor, gives us 317 kilowatts of power, 550 newton meters of torque, still delivering 13.5 litres combined per 100 k's, 5-star ANCAP safety rating. It's an absolute doll of a car. As I said, I'm driving this vehicle at the moment, so give us a call on 99070555 and we'll be able to help you further.